Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Depending on where you're watching me from, Biafrans, I'll bring you another update. Since the unveil of Biafra Liberation Army, we have seen how zoo killers in uniform has been crying and lamenting up and down. And we all can remember the zoo Gǔttèr media's headline then. They said Simon Ekpa unveils deadly Biafra Liberation Army. And then they didn't know how deadly Biafra Liberation how to protect Biafra land. And again, they said Biafra Liberation Army resistant fighters will protect Igbos in Southeast. Can you imagine that? These people self. So here today, after seeing the cries and the panic of zoo killers in uniform, Biafra Liberation Army has really dealt with them. And Biafran Prime Minister helped them with this very caption. This very headline and a caption I'm going to read for you. Before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. It enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comment at the comment section. So, dear friends, we'll keep doing this. We'll keep putting the whole world on notice. We'll keep bringing you all the updates. We have made it clear that there is nothing about Biafra Liberation that we are keeping secret. We are not zoo Fulani killers in uniform or their Fulani cabals hiding the genocide or the atrocities they are committing in Biafra land from the world. We're bringing everything to the whole world to see and know why we must exit that contraption. Before now, they were killing us. Zoo killers in uniform called Nigeria Army has been killing us in our land until the day our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa unveiled the Biafra Liberation Army. Some enemies of Biafra never believed it. And the zoo Gǔttèr media, as I said, Simon Ekpa unveils deadly Biafra Liberation Army. So here, Biafran Prime Minister posted this very headline with a caption saying, Simon Ekpa unveils deadly Biafra Liberation Army. They didn't know how deadly the Biafra forces are in protecting Biafra land until now. They were laughing at us then, but not anymore. Yes. At least I've seen a lot of videos of the Zoo Army Chief of Staff, Zoo Terrorist Army Chief of Staff lamenting how Biafra Liberation Army are dealing with them, how he's having nightmares over Biafran Prime Minister because he's the commander-in-chief of Biafra Liberation Army or all Biafran forces. And also a recent video which I posted on my channel, made a video about it, or a video of a Zoo Terrorist Army Chief of Staff crying that Biafra Liberation Army are not humans, that they have really dealt with them and they killed a lot of soldiers, a lot of unrepentant Boko Harams in army uniform that came to kill Biafrans in Biafra land. So Zoo Gǔttèr media's matter just put this headline, oh, deadly Biafra Liberation Army. They didn't really know how deadly Biafra forces are in protecting Biafra land. They told the zoo killers in uniform that they are in Biafra land, they are in their father's land, and they are going to keep neutralizing them until they are all flushed out of Biafra land. We are not going to mess it. We pity them because they are coming to kill us, and we will not fold our hands and watch them kill us and go unchallenged. Gone are those days. Gone are those days. So yes, at least they have called our Biafra forces by their name, Biafra Liberation Army. Nigeria terrorist forces are crying when they haven't seen anything yet. The earlier they vacate our Biafra land, the earlier they vacate our land alive and better, and the better for them or us. Our Biafra army will keep sending them to God for judgment because we did not call them to Biafra land. They are the ones coming to Biafra land with the intention of killing as many Biafrans as they can. But once they get to Biafra land, start receiving woto from our gallant men, their evil plans always backfire. Their evil plans of coming to Biafra land to kill as many Igbos as they can and go unchallenged backfires. Biafra Liberation Army protecting Biafra land from these killers in uniform. There is no government licenses that recruit or that reintegrate terrorists into the army. Who are they going to protect? They are bringing them to Biafra land. So the Zoo Gǔttèr media didn't know how serious and how deadly our men, our gallant men, our volunteers are in defending Biafra land. We made it clear that they can no longer kill us and go unchallenged anymore, and we are no longer going to cry to the world to come to our rescue. We have decided to defend our land and protect ourselves, because if we don't do that, nobody is going to do it for us. We have been crying for years, calling on international communities, calling on EU, US, UN to come to our rescue. They keep playing deaf ears and turning blind eyes, pretending not to see all these atrocities, the genocide that Nigeria army are carrying out in Biafra land. Well, we are not the ones crying anymore. They are now the ones lamenting up and down, accusing countries of supporting Biafran Prime Minister. They haven't seen anything yet. This is just the beginning. Biafra is our destination, and we are going to stop at nothing until we get to our destination. Those killers can no longer kill us in our land and go scot-free anymore. We are defending our land. Self-defense mode has been activated, and it's increasing every day. On a take a different gear. The gear increase every day by day. The more they vow to continue coming to Southeast, the more we increase our defense. The more we increase it to woto. Mass all actually doseyang doseyang. Oro woto pro 20 and doseyang is not their business. As long as they said we will not have peace in Biafra land, let's see how the Fulani killers in uniform will have peace. We ask for nothing but freedom, but they choose to kill us in our own land because we ask for freedom. Is unity by force? Freedom is every human's fundamental right. So they can't continue coming to our land to kill us. So, like the Gǔttèr media said, Simon Ekpa unveils a deadly Biafra Liberation Army. Yes, a very deadly in defending their father's land, because they vowed not to allow killers, land grabbers, invaders to take over their father's land, because that is the only land they can proudly call their father's land. Not the North, not Yoruba land, not Bini land, not any other people's land, but their father's land. And that is why they are so deadly in protecting, in defending. They are so deadly in defending their father's land. So deadly. You people don't know. So you people don't know how deadly Biafra Liberation forces are before now. Okay. So those are killing us before now, and whenever we cry to the international communities, they will be laughing at us. They are now the ones crying. We are no longer crying. They are now the ones crying and lamenting up and down. We told them that we're no longer going to beg nor call on anybody to come to our rescue again. We are going to do the needful by ourselves, and that is what we are doing. They are no more laughing at us. They are crying now. Biafra is a sweet home, a sweet nation. You don't know. I see they hot. Biafran Prime Minister, they must report about Biafra Liberation Army, whether they like it or not. God bless our gallant men and guide and protect them for us. Biafran Prime Minister, may Chukwu Okike continue to uphold you and keep you until Biafra is restored. You have been the only man giving these people woto since they kidnapped our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And they told once they kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, everything about Biafra will die. They don't want you to talk about your freedom. They don't want you to mention anything about freedom. They don't even want you to know. Fulanis don't want you to know anything about freedom, or they don't want you to know freedom. That is what their master Britain told them. Anybody that talks about freedom, go after that person, put fear in that person, subdue that person to stop talking about freedom. And they think that logic or that this thing will work on us. They don't know who we are. Even Britain, sending the Fulanis, hiding at the back of the Fulanis, knows that we are not the kind of people to play with. Once we set our mind on something, we must achieve it. We told you people that we are out to restore Biafra. That enough of the killings in Biafra land, it can no longer continue. Gone are those days. Now it's time to flush out all the killers in uniform, all the terrorists in Biafra land, terrorizing Biafra land, doing everything to see if they can subdue our people to stop talking about freedom. Freedom is every human's fundamental right. I don't know how Nigeria, Fulani Kabas, and their master Britain thinks that they can subdue everyone and enslave everybody, finalize and Islamize everyone in Nigeria. They might succeed with other people, but not us. We were never meant to be in that contraption. We never wanted to be there. But they forced us into Nigeria with 100 years amalgamation. And since 10 years ago, that amalgamation has expired. We endured the humiliation, the intimidation, the marginalization, the unnecessary unprovoked killings, disappearance of our youth, our people, for 100 years. We endured because the Lugard thought before 100 years they will succeed in wiping the Igbos out, taking over their land. Maybe that is what they told the Fulanis. But they are surprised that before the 100 years expire itself, because There is nobody in his or her right senses that want to remain in a particular place where you are being marginalized, you're being denied everything. You have all it takes to build your state or your place, how you want it. Those things you admire abroad, you want to bring it back home. But few people in the government don't want you to enjoy those things. But they would like to fly out to enjoy those things abroad. They don't want it to be, they don't want their own country citizens or masses to enjoy that. And they think they can succeed with all those evil plans on us. They have succeeded in buying some fools from Southeast. They can only enslave those fools, not we, the indigenous people of Biafra. And those of you that have decided to work with your oppressors against your own freedom, just have this in mind. You're bringing a very heavy cost upon yourself and your generation, because a lot of people have died for Biafra to be restored. Should you talk about the millions of children that were starved to death because they asked for nothing but freedom? Their mothers and fathers asked for nothing but freedom, for a better life for them, but they were starved to death. And you think you are doing those fighting to bring their dreams to reality? To bring all they sacrifice their lives for to reality. You think you can work against it and have peace. You don't know what you're doing to yourself. In future, you'll be asking yourself what is happening to you. With the spirit of innocent Biafrans that died for you to be alive and free, that you worked against. They are resting in peace. Well, your push will continue. We're not telling you people not to become saboteurs or rebellions or traitors. Just know that you are not doing us fighting for our freedom. You're doing yourself and your generation. You think those you're working against your people's freedom for will love you or cherish you or bring you close. They will only use you when you are still relevant to them. But once you are no longer relevant, they throw you aside. Whatever that happens to you, they cannot come to your rescue. Even when you're working for them, they cannot come to your rescue. Take a look at those that worked against their people and see what happened to them, how Nigeria happened to them one by one. You think you'll be exceptional. Okay. Keep fooling yourself. Keep fooling yourself. They have now realized that Biafran Prime Minister of Brigi, the real deal, is in charge as the Commander-in-Chief of Biafra Armed Forces. He has changed the narrative. Biafra is jealously guided by our deadly phenomenal volunteer army. Biafra freedom is non-negotiable. Now enemies are crying, not we anymore. They are crying. Finally, they are now calling us by our name, Biafra Liberation Army. That is to show that they have no peace in them anymore. They have no peace in them, and they cannot have that peace. Since they said we'll not have peace, let's see how they themselves will have peace. The information reaching us now, the media house shows that the image attached is the current situation in the north part of Nigeria. They are receiving water. They are receiving water promise. They have not started receiving water, somebody said. So we must continue, dear friends. Let me read a few comments for you before I round up this very video. Somebody said, they have seen nothing yet. More loading. Biafran Prime Minister, carry on. Biafrans are happy with what you're doing. Somebody said, the Zoo media mentioned Biafra Liberation Army by their name. They no fit hide the cry anymore. Zoo, cry me a river. Okay, another person said, we are choosing Biafra, our blessed home. God bless our Godfather. God sent Mazenam the Kana and the Simon Ekpa, his son, War Dragon himself, aka the good guy, one Biafra land. Okay, another person said, God bless you, sir, for the great work you are doing with you. I don't know, okay, without you, I don't know what will be the fate of the Biafrans on behalf of the Biafrans in Gabon. Thank you so much. We are with you. All right, another person said, that's it. Or did they just wake up from sleep? Maybe to them, they are just waking up, but deep down I know that they are not just waking up. It's just that their paymasters banned them from reporting about Biafra Liberation Army, so that those unrepentant Boko Harams they are sending to Biafra land will not refuse to come to Biafra land and die. Obi is no longer a boy. They are beginning to understand. They are beginning to understand the language. So another person said, I really thank Chukwokike for remembering us and by giving us a heavenly candidate and angels like Simon Ekpa and the heavenly warriors like Commander Reza and all warriors. May Chukwokike Abiyama continue to guide and protect you all. He said, He said. Another person said, anything where our PM put hand must bring out fruit. People don't learn from their mistake, then they form strong head. Keep on laughing at us while we are achieving our goals. All right, for those that said we are being brainwashed, I don't know, us now and you people, those that are brainwashed. So that is it, dear friends. I will stop here. The Gǔttèr media and the Zoo army has finally realized that our gallant men are not playing. They are not playing. The more they come to Biafra land, the more they receive voto. All we ask is nothing but freedom. But since they choose to come to our land to kill us for asking for freedom, our gallant men volunteer to put a stop to their genocide in Biafra land, protect our people and defend Biafra land. And they will keep doing that by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And victory will remain theirs against the enemies. He said.